Welcome back, everyone. For this dish, I'm going to make a steak noodle stir fry. I'm going to give you the ingredients. I've got 2 strip loin steaks, nicely trimmed where I trimmed off the fat. I've got 2 peppers sliced like this, 2 onions sliced in quarters. I've got a 1/4 cup of Thai sauce, a thumb of ginger sliced thinly. I've got some sesame seeds, 1 egg, some Shanghai bok choy, 350 grams of rice noodles. I've got 3 chilies, some green onions, sugar snap peas, and some soya sauce. All right, so now we're going to start with the vegetables. I've got basically a tablespoon of olive oil that I put into a pan here. I'm going to put in the ginger, get that working for about 30 seconds. Ginger gives some nice flavor, and then we essentially just fill in the rest here. We have the heat on high, and we're trying to brown the vegetables as much as possible. That's why I don't have much oil in the pan. So we're just cranking it up high, and we're going to try to just get these things browned up as much as possible. All right, if you hear that sizzling, that's what you want to hear. And you want to just mix it around a bit here. And these things will slowly begin to brown and to wilt down into the pan. Very little oil, and we're just browning these down. And keep on picking it up from the bottom and flipping it over. You see that browning there? You want to get some of that happening. Onions, same thing. This thing will all just wilt down in a few minutes. While the veg is still browning here, I've got a pot of water boiling, and I'm going to put the noodles in and get them started. Just put them in, push them down, and they're going to boil here for about 8 to 10 minutes. All right, we're almost there. If you notice, that's the color that we want to see on the veg. Just kind of flip it over, and you're getting some browning, some color, and you're seeing how all of a sudden this thing is just wilting down. So we're getting there. Now the key here is we do not want to overcook these. We still want to have some texture to the vegetables and have some crispiness to it. So they're pretty much ready to go. What I want to do now is just put some of the Thai sauce in. Put that in there. A couple splashes of the soya. And that's it. You put it, you turn off the pot, and these are pretty much ready to go. They'll continue to cook in the next 5 minutes just before we present it on the platter. Okay, what we're doing next, we have the sesame seeds that I told you about earlier. What I want to do is just get a little pot, put your oven on medium, and we're just going to toast the sesame seeds for a couple minutes. Okay, just get some color to it. And by toasting the sesame seeds, you're adding a little bit of crunch, and you're starting to get some of the oils within the seeds released, and that'll also give a little flavor. Okay, after about 4 minutes, the sesame seeds are pretty much done. See how they got a little bit of lightly brown color to it? So basically take them off, and then we can just put them aside for now. Basically just get the steaks, a couple cracks of pepper on both sides. And we're going to put some soya sauce on the steaks. Don't need any salt because the soya is already salty enough, and this is going to go on the grill. All right, now we're going to grill the steaks. I've got the barbecue smoking hot, and we're going to place them on. Want to hear that sizzling? And basically it's going to be 2.5 minutes on one side, then we're going to cross them over for another 2.5 minutes and finish them off probably for 2 minutes afterwards on the flip side. Okay, so after 2 minutes, what I want to do is grab the steak, and it got some nice grill marks. Do a cross. Same thing there, grill marks. Do a cross, and for another 2 minutes on this side. We'll be back. All right, so 2 minutes is gone. Got perfect crosshairs on the meat. Now we're going to flip it one last time on this side for about 2 minutes. All right, steaks are pretty much raring to go. Good color. Got the crosshairs. With the steaks, it's your choice how you want to cook them. I like them medium. Some people want them well done, some people want them rare, but basically that would be medium for me. Okay, so the noodles are pretty much done. They've been cooking for about 8 minutes. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna move them to a wok so we can give them a little bit of a stir fry. You hear the sizzling, the wok was already smoking hot. I put in about a tablespoon of olive oil, and we are basically moving the noodles into the wok and get them all stir fried. Okay, so we're still working with the noodles in the stir fry. We're adding that egg that I just beat, and we're basically gonna just move this around in here. It's gonna be egg stir fry with the noodles. And now is when you can start splashing a little bit of the soya, start giving it some color. Notice how the eggs are already cooking nicely. Now we're gonna let this baby brown for another 3 minutes. Okay, after another 2 or 3 minutes, the noodles are pretty much done. Got some nice color to it. The egg is cooked up nicely. I'm thinking a couple more splashes of the soya, and we are good to go. We will be presenting this in about a couple minutes. Steaks have rested for about 5 to 10 minutes, and what I want to do is just slice them up like so, and this is going to find itself on the top of the stir fry. Okay, we're almost there. I'm going to cut up some green onions so we can add this to the stir fry at the very end. I like some heat, so I've got a couple of these chilies, and basically just cut them up nice and thin, nice and fine, and we can sprinkle these on afterwards as well. Putting together the final dinner. What I like to do with this dinner, I've got a board, and we're going to put all the food on the board. So just get the noodles, place it down. Doesn't have to be in any particular way or order, just do it. Vegetables, looking great. Put them down. Good color. They still have texture and some crunch, so the vegetables are going to be very tasty. And of course, we cannot forget steak right on top, like so. Different colors, different textures, lots of flavor. Okay, now we got the sugar snap peas. Add that. Give it some more color. Green onions. Sprinkle that all around. This is just a mountain of pleasure right now. And lastly, the sesame seeds that I told you about. You just sprinkle that up here like this. Check that out. This will be my side, so I'm going to sprinkle some of these hot chilies here. That's going to be fine. One final splash of soya. And this is dinner for tonight. I hope you enjoy it. I think I will. And tonight, I'm going to have a little chilled white wine. Enjoy. Cheers.